Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, the beer of the 1% CEO Stout. CEO Stout is a 5.5% coffee stout from Brain Brewing in Traverse City, Michigan. Brain Brewing first came on my radar a few years back when at the Fall Michigan Brewers Festival, I tried their Mangalitsa Pig Porter, which is a porter brewed with smoked pig parts. Now, I'm not talking about bacon and pork belly and all that good stuff, but rather the bones and the heads and the parts that you don't normally think of when you think of brewing with pig parts, as if that just rolls off the tongue anyways, right? So needless to say, they're probably known as one of the more inventive breweries in the state. I'd have to say that CEO Stout is probably one of their more conventional beers, and it's one of their beers that are available almost all year round. I'd be surprised if there was any month that this wasn't available. It's not a seasonal beer, it's just kind of like their everyday kind of stout. I've been to their tap room, and it's a really eclectic space right outside of downtown Traverse City. You can find a couple of cocktail arcade cabinets. There's Miss Pac-Man. I believe there's a couple pinball machines. They have a ton of beer on tap, including a bunch of limited stuff that you won't find outside of the brewery. And if you want, you can make it kind of a one-stop shop. If you need to get a haircut, you can make an appointment at the Salon Saloon, which may as well be located right inside the tap room. It's directly next door. You can get a beer before, after, during your haircut. So, if I lived in the area and needed my dome cut a little bit, I wouldn't mind going there and tossing back a few to give a haircut. If you got a bad haircut, hey, you had a couple good beers, so all in all, it's probably a winning effort, right? So anyways, let's pop the top on this and see what this is all about. So this says, coffee just grew up, and this is kind of telling you, I'm going to think that this is going to be a strong coffee stout. I've had this before. I haven't had it in a while. I know that there's a couple different can designs that they have. And on here on the side, there's like a code you collect. It says collect all 3 cans, consume the contents, find a clue from each can and break the RBB cipher, Right Brain Brewing cipher, and then you can gloat to your buddies. So I don't know what that's all about. But I think that like I said, there's 3 different can designs. I've seen this one. I've seen one that looks like a kind of a, I don't know, oil tycoon / Mr. Burns type character on it. And then I don't know what the other one is. But so this says, Michigan's favorite stout 2012 as voted drinkmichigan.org. So let's test that out. Nice satisfying crack of a can. And pouring this guy out. Nice and dark. It's got a nice dark head on it. Lots of small little bubbles on there. I can smell the coffee for sure in this stout. Smell a little bit of a kind of a chocolate, but it's not overpowering coffee, which I would kind of expect, considering that they're really emphasizing this coffee part of it, but maybe I'll get more of it on the taste. Yeah, I'm getting just more of a kind of general stout smell to it. The head dissipated rather quickly. There's no head on there now. There's just a little bit of foam, like a little bit on the very top, not even foam, just kind of like a little lacing around the top there. Okay, so at first, you get that sweet kind of lactose taste to it. And then almost immediately, as soon as you swallow it, all that like very faint sweetness you get totally, subsides, secedes. All you get is coffee after that. Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of a dark chocolate kind of bitterness aftertaste to it. But yeah, you get that sweetness up front. It hits like a peak, like a kind of almost a sweet chocolate kind of taste to it, and it almost immediately gets overpowered by the coffee, by the bitterness of the coffee beans. And that's not a bad thing. I'm a big coffee fan. I like my coffee black. I don't put anything in it. So this is a perfect combination for me. You get the stout sweetness to it, and then you get the coffee that just kind of immediately backs that up. Like I said, as you kind of draw it in, you get a little bit of that chocolate taste to it that you normally would expect from a stout, but it's not, there's not much to it. Like I said, it almost immediately just dissipates, and it's all just kind of coffee after that. So this is a 5.5%. I keep drinking more and more beers from around the state, and they're around the 7% to 8% range, and I think to myself, oh, 5%, 5.5%, that's not bad at all. I mean, that's pretty light compared to some of the stuff I'm drinking, but I'm the person that when I go to a brewery, I want to try out everything, and I generally don't do a lot of flights. I've been kind of trying to teach myself to do flights more often now, just because I don't want to get lost after drinking 3 pints and being, on my butt in the brewery waiting to go home. So yeah, 5.5% is nothing to slouch at, but I don't pick up any real kind of alcohol flavor to this, so it's nice and smooth. You do get a big coffee taste, so if you're not into coffee, this might not be the beer for you. But other than that, if you're into stouts, I think that Right Brain's CEO Stout could be a real good stout to pick up and try if you haven't had it before. So that, my friends, is CEO Stout from Right Brain Brewing. I'm looking forward to trying either Right Brain's Concrete Dinosaur or Blue Magic next. Have you had either? And if so, what do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below. And while you're down there, do yourself a humongous favor and subscribe to my channel. And while you're down there, hey, you've already subscribed, you might as well like the video too. You can also check out links to my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my website at drafttherapy.com, where I've written some brewery reviews on places all around Michigan. I haven't done Right Brain yet. The last time I visited was before I had the website, before I decided to kind of start pursuing this a little bit more seriously. But I need to start visiting more breweries. Need to get some more shirts, some more brewery shirts. I need to get some more brewery pint glasses for the channel. Just saying. So as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching this far. And remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, and until next time, treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.